Welcome to Legwork University. I'm Charlie, and today we'll be reviewing patient opt-out settings. Let's get started. Opting patients out of messaging that they don't want to receive is an important part of the patient experience. To opt patients out of messaging, simply go to the Patients tab and search for the patient that you want to interact with. Once you select the patient, in the top middle of the screen on the gray bar, you're going to go over to the little chart icon. It'll still be the one on the far right on your screen. And when you hover over it, it'll say Edit Patient Subscriptions. When you click on this tab, the screen will add a new tab onto your browser, and you'll have a unique page here dedicated to managing the subscription settings of that patient. To unsubscribe a patient from everything Legwork sends out, click Unsubscribe from All underneath Unsubscribe. If you want to opt them out of just a specific type of message, look under How do you like to receive information, and if you want to opt them out of auto calls, uncheck phone. If you want to opt them out of text messaging, uncheck text, email for email, and postal for anything sent in the mail. Now keep in mind, these opt-out settings will only affect automated messaging through Legwork. If you want to manually send an email to somebody and they are opted out, that will still go through. Now, this doesn't mean, however, that in an email blast to all of your patients, that patient will receive an email. Only if you have specifically selected the patient that is already opt out and send it out an individual message to them will they still receive it. So nothing to worry about in terms of your automation as well as message blasting. We'll make sure to respect these opt-out settings in those situations. Now keep in mind with these opt-out settings, after you've set it up the way that you would like, you do need to save those settings at the bottom of the screen. So let's say we have a patient that only doesn't want to receive text. Everything else is fine. Uncheck text message, scroll down, and save subscription settings. Once you do so, you'll have a green message at the top that says your subscription settings have been successfully updated. Green equals good, so if you see the green, you did it right. You can take a look at what you've done down here, and it should be exactly as you saved it. Now that's how you opt a patient out. Please know that patients also have the ability to opt themselves out of any messaging that Legwork sends out. So in any email that we send out to a patient, at the bottom of the email in the footer, there's an Edit My Subscriptions link. When they click that, it will bring them to this same page. Once they're here, they can unsubscribe from all and do everything that we just covered. Another thing that can happen with patients opting out is patients can opt out of any text message that Legwork sends out by replying with the word stop. Now, texting brings with it a few quirks. Not only can you and a patient opt them out through Legwork to not receive text messages, but privacy law requires that in the text messages we send, there has to be a message that says reply stop to opt out, which means that if they reply to that text message with the word stop, it will opt them out of receiving text messages. Now, this can get a little quirky. If you opt out through Legwork, like we see right here, that can be reversed by you by simply rechecking off the text message section and clicking save. However, if they opt out by texting the word stop, you will not be able to reverse that opt-out if the patient responds in that way. Now, this is by design. Privacy law is protecting that patient from you being able to just re-opt them in and send them whatever marketing that you want to. The only way to get that patient back into your text messaging and allow you to send texts again would be if they were to send the word start to the same number that they responded stop to. Now, inside your Legwork settings, there is a phone number setting that you can go to if you're ever curious what number is attached to your account, and I'll take you to that right now. So under your Legwork account, you're going to go to Settings, down on the left, Phone Numbers, and whatever phone number you currently have set up as your default outgoing number for text messages, that'll be the number that they need to respond with the word start to. That's your two-way texting number, which is the local number that we've assigned to your account. Now, if you are a PRM standard client, just keep in mind that you do not have two-way texting, and thus you don't have a specific number assigned to your account using your own local area code. So keep in mind that this is something only available for everybody on our PRM Plus and above. If you have any questions about that, feel free to call either sales or support, and we're more than happy to go over some more information about that with you. So reiterate, if you want to opt out, simply search for the patient. Once you've found them, you're going to the Edit My Patient Subscriptions options here. You're opting them out of whatever you would like to opt them out of. You're saving, and it's taken care of. In addition to this, remember that text messages can be opted out by simply responding with the word stop to the text message that was sent, and there's nothing that you in the practice can do to reverse that. Only the patient acting on their own volition can take care of re-opting themselves back in by texting the word start to the specific two-way texting number in your account, which we've shown you how to find. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to support. We are always happy to help. And with that, thank you and have a good rest of your day.